And good evening, everybody. We are live at Isabella's Bill Neighbors Field, getting set for tonight's homecoming game for the Isabella Mustangs as they host the Fighting Squadron of Highland Home High School. Highland Home, located south of Montgomery along Highway 331. If you've ever taken that way to Fort Walton or Destin, then you've gone through Highland Home. If you ever passed a school that has the F-16 sitting out on the pedestal in front of the school, that's Highland Home. A familiar face is the coach there, Coach Coggins, who was here at Billingsley for a while, did a nice job. He's there at Highland Home. So it is familiar faces coming along tonight, and obviously familiar faces as we're here at Isabella. We were here last week for the Mustangs win over Billingsley. We're going to see if they can keep the streak alive. They've won 3 in a row. They have a absolutely perfect night for football. We're in the mid-70s right now with a slight breeze blowing in from what would seem to be the southwest right now. Just a very light breeze, but a beautiful sunset going on behind us in the west, shining off the clouds over to the east on lots of purples and pinks and grays and yellows. Just a gorgeous night for football, a great night for homecoming if you are the Isabella Mustang fans. Welcome in Van Clements. Also joining us on the sideline tonight will be Wesley Holsomback. Van, we got to watch these Mustangs last week and we're glad to see them play so well, especially down the stretch in the second half to put it away. What's your expectation tonight?
Well, I think what we've seen is we've seen Isabella find their identity of what they want to do. The guys they got, the talent they have, and Coach Leonard and his staff have done a good job of putting them in a position to be successful here in the last 3 weeks. They were close early on, but you could tell that they were still kind of iffy of kind of who they are. And I think the past 3 weeks they put it together. They figured out that they're going to win at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, take care of the football, and then give yourself a chance to win in the fourth quarter. And they've done that the last 3 weeks. And they fought. They've won a close game in Tuscaloosa, overtime game here, and then really took over the second half of last week's game against a very talented Billingsley team. So Coach Leonard and his team they finally got the little taste of blood, is what I would say. Got a win in their belt, and they're rolling. It's a team that really thinks that they can't be beat. It don't matter who they play. So it's going to be real fun to watch tonight.
And it's funny to watch. I say it's funny. It's fun to watch them play in that they seem to know exactly what's going to be needed for any particular portion of the game. If they've got to be extra physical, they've got another physical gear to kick in. And if they need to start working outside, hit those short passes, hit them in the slot, get young man Tuttle out on the wing with the wing back around. They just seem to pull the right play at the right time out of their hat. So the Isabella's always fun. That's a credit to head coach Tate Leonard and his coaching staff, including Jared Day. Let's go to Wesley Holsomback right now, down to the sideline for the Larry Puckett's pregame report. Wesley.
Yeah, guys, a big game tonight. Both these teams coming with 3 wins on the season each. I think it's going to be a really physical football game. Both these teams like to run the ball, and I think whoever's going to be able to win in the trenches will prevail tonight. Back to you guys.
Wesley with a pretty good grasp on how things are going to go. I think, Van, that's pretty much what we think as well. We will absolutely break down the game in just a little while more in-depthly. Real quick, though, if you're looking for that perfect piece to complete your home, or maybe a gift with a story to tell, at Heirlooms and Relics in Prattville, every aisle is filled with antiques, collectibles, and treasures just waiting to be discovered. Vendor booth spaces are open now, so bring your finds and share them with the community. And if you're searching for a great place to work, they're also hiring too. Go see the great folks there at Heirlooms and Relics. They're located at 1890 East Main Street in Prattville, or call them at 334-491-1000. You also have a chance to discover something unique at Heirlooms and Relics in Prattville. Not just clutter, great items to find, and that treasure that will round out and make your home Perfect. Also, thank you to Maplesville Farm and Supply for listening. We appreciate you folks tonight and for being a sponsor of our high school football game of the week. They do a fantastic job there on the west side of the county. They've got everything you're looking for, from seeds to fertilizer and everything in between, whether you're planting large fields or you're working on the yard or that small home garden. Go by and see the great folks there at Maplesville Farm and Supply. When we come back, we'll get things started and start running down both of these rosters, the starters, as well as some key stats tonight. You're listening to the high school football game of the week live on Piper Peach Radio. We're in Isabella for homecoming against the Highland Home Fighting Squadron. Back with more in a moment.
When it comes to keeping your farm running smooth, trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
I tell you,
Central.
what shock you is he was a really good basketball player.
And welcome back to Isabella. Tonight's game also sponsored by Central Self-Storage. I was having a conversation with Baden a little earlier today, and he was mentioning he felt like he had a little too much junk in the trunk. So I told him, why not go on down to Central Self-Storage? They've got the storage space you need to empty out that trunk, empty out the closet, empty out the whatever you're looking to get rid of, just a place to storage for a limited amount of time. Central Self-Storage is your folks to go to. Inside, temperature controlled. I've used them in the past. The facility there in Thorsby was terrific. And by the way, you don't always see it, but this self-storage, if you're busy in there and you find yourself in need of a restroom, air conditioned and restrooms in that facility. It's fantastic. We had a house full of furniture stored in that 20 by 10 unit that we used for about a year. They've got all sizes, and they also have outdoor units as well. Central Self-Storage likely has a place for you somewhere in your general vicinity. They'll always have space for your stuff too. Central Self-Storage, a proud sponsor of the high school football game of the week right here on Piper Peach Radio. Let's take a look now at these lineups, the rosters. They get your attention, Van. As we look down this roster, we notice that a lot of senior, junior leadership across the offensive line, but the skill players, by and large, are all underclassmen. What does that generally mean for a football team?
Well, they're going to play like underclassmen. I know Coach Coggins and his staff were talking about they're not young anymore. They're 5 games in. But in essence, they they still are young. I mean, it's 13, 14, 15-year-old guys that you're having to lean on, and that leads to a lot of times breakdown in communication, breakdown in execution, ball security, but having those upperclassmen up front kind of help. They can block, but they're not toting the rock. So have to lean on these young guys. And like I said, they're 5 games in, so they've got some experience. But still, leaning on a 13 to 14-year-old is tough in this environment when you're playing a very experienced team like Isabella that's got some senior leadership. So Highland Home's going to have to take care of the football, going to have to really execute, because we've seen Isabella really execute the past few weeks. So it's going to be interesting, but at the same time, these young guys look good off the hoof, and they can move around a little bit. Got some good numbers that you're going to talk about here in a minute. So it'll be an interesting test for the Mustangs tonight.
Highland Home comes in playing in Class 2A Region 3 along with the Mustangs. They opened their season 0-2, but on a 3-1 hot streak, defeating Brantley last week 28-18. Leading the way at quarterback is freshman number 7, Jesse Mount. Mount is 39 of 73 for 465 yards and 7 touchdowns. He has 7 interceptions as well. Leading receiver on the team, 2 receivers tied with 12 catches each. Brody Phillips, also the starting running back, 12 receptions, 132 yards. Trevante Flowers, 12 receptions, 126 yards. Darian Brown, number 4, has contributed 5 catches for 50 yards. Rushing is the name of the game, however, for the Fighting Squadron. Phillips, 70 rushes, 849 yards through 6 games, including 12 touchdowns. And, man, I've got to tell you, the video that I watched on that young man this week in the evenings at home when I had just a little bit of study time, this young man can run the football. He is very talented and powerful, but only a sophomore for Highland Home.
Yeah, and what we've seen is what we talked about earlier. A lot of young guys, skill wise. Mount being a freshman, and then those 3 guys that you talked about receiving and rushing are sophomores. So really lean on these young guys. They have some good numbers, but in the rushing game with those good numbers probably comes from the experienced offensive line. A lot of beef up front, so gonna really need them to play well against a good defensive front in a good defensive box that Isabella has.
Here's your probable starters on offense along the offensive line. Skylar Mitchell, number 56, number 77, Tommy Furr, or maybe it's Furr. Furr, number 55, Jaquez Osborne, number 78, Cedric Steiner, and number 54, Jacorian Johnson. At wide receiver tonight, number 1, Trevante Flowers, number 4, Darion Brown, and number 13, Elijah Williams. Your running back will be Brody Phillips. Your H-back will be DeCamerion Falk, and your quarterback, of course, Jesse Mount. Along the defense now, defensive line, number 56, Skylar Mitchell. At defensive line, Tommy Furr, number 77, Jacorian Johnson, and Brody Phillips will be a linebacker. They'll come out in a 3-4 formation. John Gerard is a linebacker, as is number 32, Brody Kelly. Also playing linebacker tonight, Branson May, number 11. Your defensive backs, number 1, Trevante Flowers, number 9, DeCamerion Falk. That's an odd spelling. It's awkward. DeCamerion Falk. Henceforth to be known as Falk tonight. Defensive back number 13, Elijah Williams, and again, Jesse Mount. A really one platoon football that I watched a lot of tape just to kind of compare what I was given from probable starters to what they started. They don't have a lot of guys that specialize. They're having to play true one platoon football. They're playing a lot of guys both ways. Van, and probably a bigger problem earlier in the year, but at games like this, when it's cooled off with low humidity, you got a little more fuel in the tank.
Yeah, you do, and you're 6 games into the season, so you should be well conditioned. But still, not having a lot of depth can can hurt you in a type of game like this against a team like Isabella who will line up and if they can enforce their will, they will. And those guys love doing it. They don't. It's not old. It's not new school flashy football. It's old school football, and they pound and ground. They beat up on you. If they have to punt, they'll punt because they love hitting you just as much. So it's a physical contest. So without much depth, it can get to you here, especially if you're playing a lot on defense. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can get off the field and stay healthy.
When we come back, we'll give you the rundown on the Isabella Mustangs. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week live on Piper Peach Radio. Back with more in a moment.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
I still think you and Kristen
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clayton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clayton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week.
Well, you were creative.
I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
The Central Access countdown to kickoff is on. 12 minutes and 50 seconds till we tee it up and get started. We'd like to thank our tailgate show sponsors, Clanton Tractor. If you need a fantastic Kubota tractor or lawnmower or farm implement, the great folks at Clanton Tractor have you covered. Located on 7th Street South, just north of Chilton County High School, you'll find a wide selection of both lawn mowers, lawn tractors, and tractors to use in the garden or the field, and every implement you need to get the grass cut or the ground plowed. Go by and see the great folks at Clanton Tractor today. Again, wonderful Kubota products waiting and ready for you. Go see them tomorrow, then tell them Piper Peach Radio sent you. I also like to thank Lynn Mosley at Country Financial. What a great lady. Helped us get our mortgage. Who? Academy Mortgage. Lynn's Academy Mortgage. Okay. Then that note was completely wrong. I love Lynn Mosley anyway, but we're going to talk about Country Financial. They're great folks, too, trying to clean this up. Is there any way to make this happen, Van?
You're doing a great job.
I'm going to try to. We're going to get a little Clorox here to clean it off. Country Financial, we're fortunate to have great lenders in Chilton County, people that know what it's like to have to go work hard for the people that are trying to buy a home. So if you're in the market for a new mortgage, if you're looking to refinance and options there, or maybe you're a first-time home buyer, Country Financial has everything that you need product-wise and employee-wise to put your need and money together to make a home possible for you. Go by and see Country Financial. You'll be glad you did. Again, a great sponsor of the high school football tailgate show right here on Piper Peach Radio. Van, let's turn our attention now to the Isabella Mustangs. Probable starters tonight on offense. Left tackle will be Samir Rincon. Lane Mims at left guard. Aiden Gray at center. Cody Bean at right guard. And Colton Leonard at right tackle. Running back will be Irvin Garcia, Will Leonard at wide receiver, Caden Tuttle at wide receiver, and Tyler Martin. A.J. Philstad will see some time at a slot receiver, but he'll primarily be used as an H-back, and your quarterback will be Levi Wilkins. Van, what jumps out at you about this Isabella Mustang offense?
I think the physicality of the offense from across the board. I mean, they're physical when they're spread out, and it opens up some running lanes inside. But when they come into that single wing package that they've really gotten accustomed using here in the last year or so, they get more physical. They bring in a little extra meat, some tight ends, and they just for a group of young kids to embrace that mentality and that style of offense and in today's time where everybody's spreading it out, throwing it 50 times a game, it just amazes me. Coach Leonard has sold it to them, and they have bought into it, and they love being more physical than the team across from them.
On defense, they line up this way. Defensive end Adrian Cortez. Across the opposite side of the defensive front, the other defensive end is John Campbell. The defensive tackles are Jamarian Craig and Jordan Thomas. Tristan Sledge, A.J. Philstad, and Lane Mims, along with Colton Leonard, are your linebackers. Brendan Kirkland, Caleb Moore, and likely all county, possibly all state safety is Caden Tuttle. Now is the time for the invocation and the national anthem. We'll pause for both.
Let's begin by welcoming our friends from Highland home. We pray you had a good trip up here and you have a good safe trip. I just want to say thank you to the Isabella community and family, the class of 2004, to our home church and the church and the community for their support to Lisa and me over the last few weeks. I just want to give you a heartfelt thanks. Let us pray. Our Father which art in heaven, Lord, we just come to you tonight, Lord, and just first of all want to give you the praise and you the glory, Father, that you deserve. Father, we just lift up your name because we know it's the most holy name of all names. Father, we thank you tonight, Lord, Father, for this opportunity to come together as a community and, Father, to enjoy this fellowship together and, Father, to participate in this game called football. Father, we thank you for the coaches, the school, the staff, the coaches from both teams, Lord, and Father, all that they do to pour, Father, into these young men and women. Father, tonight, Lord, we pray for safety, Lord. We pray that there's a hedge of safety around these young men and cheerleaders and coaches and our refs tonight, Lord. Father, we pray that we as fans, Lord, will conduct ourselves in a manner, Lord, that will be pleasing to you. Father, again tonight, Lord, we just ask your blessings upon this time together. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And our national anthem. Van, as we go back, we just mentioned the starters on defense. What do you see from this Isabella Mustang defense?
Well, very similar to what they do offensively. I think they control the line of scrimmage. They do that with their front four. They got 2 inside linebackers that really play downhill in between the tackles, and then their safeties fill the alleys. Their DBs do a great job of open field tackling. And I think tonight that's going to be the key, is the tackling, the swarming, getting all those black helmets to the football and swarm to the football and bringing them down, gang tackling, that's the word I was looking for. And if they can do that against, because I think from looking and from a little bit you talked about seeing on video, Highland Home can be an explosive team at times. They have the talent there. So being where you're supposed to be, line up correctly, and then make the tackle when you have the opportunity to make the tackle.
The Spirit line is beginning to form up. The Mustangs heading out en masse toward the 50-yard line. Very likely, I would think, the seniors possibly will be the captains tonight. They may send out a select few. And then Highland Home has their group of 4 lined up across the field. The officials have not made their way to midfield yet. They're getting ready to walk these players out. A very good Spirit line forming. The cheerleaders from Isabella, lots and lots of kids and their moms right now. Always fun to see. These kids are so excited to be a part, just a little bit a part of Friday night football here under the lights at Bill Neighbors Field. Taking a look to my right, we're here on the party deck, just about the 15-yard line. An odd location for us, but we've gotten used to it over the years. Actually, have gotten where we like being out there. But a very good crowd. I was talking to Van a little bit earlier about it. Some of these folks don't see daylight a lot of times, but you turn the lights on the football field and they show up out of everywhere. And it's always been that way. But another great crowd. Talking to Principal Ricky Porter earlier, is always good to see. Ricky does a great job here at Isabella. And also there is Ryan Ellison, a homer, back on campus now as the vice principal. Van, who are our captains this evening?
Tonight for the Fighting Squadron from Highland Home, we have number 4, Darion Brown, number 44, Brody Phillips, number 50, John Gerard, and number 55, Jaquez Osborne. For the home team, for the Mustangs, we have number 51, Colton Leonard, number 55, Cooper Langston, number 64, Jamarian Craig, and number 70, Braden Rosales.
The Mustangs come out with the golden breeches. I said I was going to say that. Gold pants tonight with the black and white stripes, black jerseys with gold numerals, and the black helmet with the gold Mustang. The Fighting Squadron comes out with white pants, white jerseys, a grayish blue helmet, really kind of gray, blue numerals on the white jerseys. The Mustangs win the toss. They will receive, and they will play from the north end zone as the Fighting Squadron will defend the south end zone. So we're just about ready for football. The Mustangs have made their way back to their tunnel. We're going to go to Wesley Holson back now with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report. He's with Isabella coach Tate Leonard.
Coach, 3 wins in a row. How do you make it 4 tonight?
Well, got to play a really good game. You got to do things that make you win, block, tackle, and out-hustle them. So that's what we got to do tonight.
Best of luck tonight.
I appreciate it.
That's Wesley Holson back with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report and Isabella head coach Tate Leonard. And it's odd. Sometimes you think it's coach speak, but that's exactly what Isabella has to do to win this ball game tonight.
Yeah, I totally agree with Coach Leonard. I kind of hit on it there in the pregame. But do what they do, run, tackle, and I love how he said out hustle, because that's what they. That's kind of, I think that's what they hang their hat on, is they're going to work a little bit harder than you, and they've done that the past 3 weeks. And I would not be surprised if they come out here and out hustle this team tonight and get number 4.
So the Mustangs making their way out onto the field. The squadron already on the field. getting set to kick off. It'll be number 4, Darian Brown, the sophomore wide receiver linebacker, doing the honors. The Mustangs will send number 11, Brendan Kirkland, and number 4, Irvin Garcia, back deep. Across the way on the far sideline will be Jordan Hines.
The squadron. Brendan Kirkland, number 11, back deep to receive for the Mustangs.
Levi Wilkins here on the sideline, going through his warm-ups, playing catch. Whistle blows, and we're ready for football. Here's the kick, right down the middle, end over end, taken at the 23-yard line. That's Hines with room. He's out across the 35, up near the 40-yard line. So the Mustangs, Van, will begin with very good field position.
Yeah, great field position. Good job blocking right there on that return. Hines fielded it on about the 20, but took his time to let his blocking set up and really sets up Isabella here with good field position.
Wilkins in the shotgun. Kirkland's next to him. Handoff up the middle. Kirkland's got a lot of room. Very nearly breaks that when he's taken down by a linebacker. Trying to get a number. It was number 4 again. Darian Brown on the tackle. The play gains enough for the first down, and the Mustangs are in business. Hurrying back to the line now, trying to move quickly. Wilkins back in the shotgun. Another handoff to Kirkland. Kirkland breaks another tackle. He's going to be brought down by 2 Fighting Squadron members. The ball comes loose, but he was down. It was number 55, Jaquez Osborne, the first one there, wrapping him up. It'll bring up second down and 7 yards to go.
Yeah, Isabella's going trips to the far side and a single receiver here, but they're getting a straight cover 0 look from the squadron and a true split 4 look up front. I hadn't seen one of those in a long time. And they're running Buck. They ran Buck to the wide side, Buck to the near side. There's Buck again, and Kirkland's doing a great job.
Here's a snap. Kirkland spins away from a defender, moves forward for about 5 yards, maybe 6. It was Darian Brown again on the tackle. It's going to be close and is a first down from the 39-yard line.
And it's not Buck. Buck's when both guards pulled. They were running counter, and they're pulling the backside guard and backside tackle. In the split, it's really easy to get down blocks, and so they're doing a great job.
Try the hard count. That doesn't work. Now they've got the play from the sideline. Garcia next to the quarterback, Wilkins. Handoff to Garcia, pulling guard that time, cuts it back inside. It'll be another very nice gain. He's gang tackled there. Number 7 on the tackle for Highland Home. That's Jesse Mount, the freshman quarterback linebacker. Brings up second down and 5 yards to go from the 34.
Yeah, they brought in Philstad to his H-back position and right there run power.
Handoff to Garcia again. He's got a chance to get outside. Breaks a tackle. He's got room around the left side. He should have the first down. Brought down far side by number 1, Trevante Flowers.
Yeah, that time they do run the buck sweep, and Philstad does a good job of sealing the edge. Garcia does a good job. He breaks the first guy there, spins off that, and was able. He's going to be a little short of the
first down. He's about a yard short of the first down. Wilkins in the shotgun. Kirkland set to his right. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. Philstott now comes in motion right to left. Handoff going power play. He's going to be hit about the line of scrimmage and slung forward by the defensive lineman. Going to take a look and see what the spot is. Play fails to gain. It'll bring up 4th down and 1. It was Jaquez Osborne coming in to make the tackle. Heavy package now in across the offensive line for the Mustangs. An extra H-back in. Total is the wing back. Kirkland, the running back. Wilkins is going to keep it. Squirts through a hole and has the first down after a gain of about 3.
just snap it, quarterback lead right there out of that single wing that they've come accustomed to running. It looks like they're going to stay in it. Same personnel staying out there, but Wilkes does a great job of being patient with his blocking and understanding that you got to go forward to get the first down, and does a good job right there.
Elijah Williams on the tackle. First down, 10 yards to go. Here's a handoff to Kirkland coming out of the wingback set. He's caught in the middle of the defense. Big number 78 grabs him, slings him to the ground. Going to be to the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of about a half yard. It was Cedric Steiner on the tackle. Really more of a body slam than a tackle, Van.
Yeah, the play side defensive line does a good job of stalemating the Mustangs' offensive line there, and it allows the backside pursuit to get to Kirkland because there wasn't really. He was trying to be patient with his blocking, and it didn't happen quick enough, and the backside pursuit got him.
Here's the snap. Total with the football, looking for some blocking, doesn't find much. He'll be brought down by 44. First man there, Brody Phillips. Gain of 2 yards on the play brings up third down and 9.
Highland Holmes doing a great job. The pullers, the first puller through, they're stalemating him, and it's not allowing the next guys to come through. And
here's Wilkins throwing it down the field. He's got a receiver there. Ball's knocked away just at the last minute. Pass was intended for Adrian Cortez. It was number 1, Trevante Flowers in coverage. It'll bring up fourth down. 9 yards to go. It was a nice play fake that time, Van. Had one-on-one coverage down the field. The ball hung up on him just a bit, and that allowed Flowers to recover and get there in time.
Yeah, it did. Wilkins kind of held on to it probably about a half second too late. If he throws it to him as he's breaking, it's probably a touchdown, but floated on him a little bit and allowed the DB to get there and get a hand on it.
Here's the snap. Wilkins rolls out to his right, looking for some help. Defense is coming. Phillips is there and sacks him in the backfield. It'll be a turnover on downs by the Mustangs, heading it back to the squadron. Wilkins rolled out to the right, Van, looking for some help. Defense had the receiver stymied, and then the pressure came from Phillips.
Well, when you run cover zero, it allows your inside linebackers to really, when you boot, what we call pulling up the boot, it allows them to really get downhill quick, and Phillips does a good job there fighting through that block and bringing Wilkins down.
Two receivers set near side. Here's the handoff to Phillips around the right side. They're having none of it as Isabella's number 9, Adrian Cortez, the sophomore, comes up to dump the back in the backfield. Going to be a loss of 6 on the play. Second down and 16. If you're the Isabella defense, that's exactly the way you wanted to start.
Yeah, it is really good job by Cortez. He looks like he was playing defensive end right there, or outside linebacker, reads that toss sweep, gets downhill quick, beats the reach block, and brings down a good running back for a big loss.
Mounts in the shotgun. Here's the snap, handed off to Phillips. Phillips will be swarmed under in the backfield. Another loss on the play. 40, Noel Brasher, the sophomore, comes up and dumps him again. This is going to be a loss of 3, maybe 4 more. It's going to be third down and call it 10.
Third down, squadron.
Or actually third down and about 20, Van.
Yeah, it's closer to 20. Just 2 big plays right there by the Isabella defense. Squadron tried to get outside, and they didn't allow them to get to the edge. And then right there, they tried to run Phillips with a power play in between the tackles, but the defensive line did a great job and allowed the linebackers to get downhill too and tackle for another loss.
Then we've got a timeout on the field. And while we've got it, just want to mention once again the sponsors of the Tailgate Show, Clanton Tractor and Country Financial. Thank you for sponsoring all those first half tailgate shows. Would also like to welcome Heirloom and Relics of Prattville to the Piper Peach family. We had their ad a little bit earlier. Excited about that new business. Listen, discover something unique at Heirlooms and Relics in Prattville. Antiques, collectibles, and one-of-a-kind finds. Booth spaces are now available for rent. So if you're a vendor or collector, this is your chance to showcase your treasures. And they're also hiring. Visit them today, 1890 East Main Street, Prattville, or call them 334-491-1000. Heirloom and Relics, where the past meets the present. Third down and long. Quarterback's rolling out to his right. He's got pressure coming. He has run out of bounds after a gain of about 8. Colton Leonard runs him out of bounds. It'll be fourth down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard.
It's going to be fourth down and call it 11.
12.
Maybe 12. Yeah, they just moved the marker. It's going to be fourth down and 12 from the 37-yard line. The punter for the Squadron is on. There's a punt shake near side. Kirkland back for the Mustangs. Going to watch that one roll. Doesn't roll far. It's number 4, Darian Brown for the Squadron. Going to down that one at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, just off the side of his foot. Probably not a bad thing, as we saw Isabella really set up a couple scores last week with their punt return unit. Kind of keeping it away, but I know they were trying to kick it away from Kirkland and Tuttle that's back there, but off the side of his foot sets Isabella up with pretty good field position.
Trips formation to the far side, hand off to Kirkland up the middle. The ball was spotted at the 34. He'll cross the 35 to the 36. It's a gain of 2, brings up second down and 8 yards to go. 5 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. There's no score here in Isabella. Hines, Tuttle, and Leonard are the receivers set to the far side. Hines will relocate now into the slot near side. Fieldstad, the wide receiver, near side. Kirkland's the back in the backfield. Handoff to the freshman. Scoots across the 32, fighting for another yard. They're going to give him the 32, possibly the 33. We're going to say one more yard. It'll end up being third down and 7 yards to go. Whatever was working early on that play is not working now. They've made an adjustment, Van. Did you see exactly what that defensive line has done now?
They've got out of the split. What the split is normally it's your tackles are a little bit wider and your inside linebackers are inside, and that allows your center to easy backside blocks. Now they went to more of a traditional forefront with a shade and a 3-0, and it's allowing those inside linebackers to get downhill a little bit quicker.
2-by-2 formation. Wilkins drops back. He's got pressure coming. He'll throw it down the field. Receiver's there. He makes the catch. He's on his horse. He's all the way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. Jordan Hines. $67 yards to the house.
Yeah, great play. And when you play the style of defense that Highland Home is playing, they're playing 8 guys in the box and they're playing straight cover 0, so it leaves the middle of the field open. Great pass protection right there by Isabella, and Hines runs a good post route. Wilkins drops it in the bread basket, and then Hines foot raced to the end zone and was able to win it.
Rincone's kick is up and good. And with 4 minutes exactly to play in the first quarter, the Mustangs strike first, taking the 7-0 lead. Van, that was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was. And you have to, when guys start stacking the box, you got to be willing to throw it. But at the same time, you got to be able to execute that, or else they're not going to get there, not going to loosen up the box. So hopefully with that big play, you might loosen up the box a little bit and you can get your run game back going.
Let's go to Wesley Holzenbach for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report and scoring summary.
3 plays, 68 yards, 1 minute and 28 seconds off the clock, guys.
Thank you, Wesley. That is not Larry Holzenbach for the Wesley Puckett Chevrolet, as I was saying. Van, first day with the new lips, just trying to get them broke in now. Back deep, Darian Brown, as well as Trevonte Flowers. Rincon to kick for the Mustangs. Rincon has the football angled as he's going to kick to his left. There is the kick. Pooch kick going to be taken far side on the numbers. Going to be returned. Going to have really good field position. Trying to get a number. It was number 44, Phillips, on the return. So the Squadron first down, 10 yards to go.
First and 10, Highland home from the Mustang 46.
They're going to be inside Mustang territory. They'll scrimmage this one from Isabella's 46-yard line. Tuttle is the deep safety. Two receivers set near side for the Squadron. Here's a handoff to Flowers on the end around. He's got room. He'll have a first down out of bounds across the far sideline. That's going to be a gain of 11. I think they'll spot it about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they had Flowers there as quarterback, and they bring the motion, fake the motion, and run quarterback power to the other side. And he is a very electric runner. Once he got outside the tackle box, he had some speed to run with.
2-by-2 formation. H-back comes in motion. That's going to be a flip over to Phillips, who's got room. Holding's going to be the call as the flag comes in. He'll dance into the end zone. He doesn't realize yet this one's coming back. Flag comes in at the 35-yard line. Receiver was holding out here. It looked like the H-back maybe was holding.
I think it was the left tackle.
Left tackle.
Yeah, Isabella had that pretty well played, and the defensive end had read it, and the left tackle wasn't going to let him make the play, and almost spun him around out here. Great officiating right there. Of course, it happened right in front of the Isabella sideline, so he had a little extra help, a little extra set of eyes there, but big penalty that negated a touchdown in essence. So.
They'll back that up to the 48-yard line. It's going to be first down back at the 48-yard line. So it's first and 23. Mount, the quarterback, wearing number 7, the freshman. Phillips, the running back. Here's a handoff. They stick it in his belly, trying to get outside. He'll break a tackle. He does. Tuttle's there. First man on the scene to make the tackle, followed by number 40, Noel Brasher.
Taken down by Caden Tuttle, Brendan Kirkland.
So they'll advance it. They'll get 18 of those yards. It'll be second down and 5 yards to go now from the 30. Big run. Phillips has been impressive on all the tape I've watched.
Yeah, he does a good job. You got Flowers in at quarterback, so they're running stretch read, and right there he gave it to Phillips and took care of the rest.
Quarterback, actually that's number 1. Flowers has it. He's going to keep it. That'll be a gain of 7 on the play. Defender had a hand on his ankle back in the backfield. He broke that one easily. Very fast, very athletic is Flowers. He gets those 7 yards and a first down. First down, 10 yards to go from the 23-yard line. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the first quarter. Isabella 7, Highland home 0. Mount comes in motion. He cuts it back across the middle. He's got the football and a nice gain. He'll be dropped at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, brings up second down and 3.
Yeah, they bring Mount in motion, and we're going to run a toss, but it's stretch in essence. It's a pass. They flip it out in front of him, but it stretch to the other side. But he does a great job of realizing that the backside A-gap opens up, so he sticks a foot in the ground and gets up field vertically and picks up 7 yards.
Flowers still at quarterback. Here's the handoff to Phillips up the middle. The defensive line having none of it. He's going to be dumped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. It'll bring up third down and 4. trying to get a number. I believe it was number 51 for the Mustangs coming away with that tackle, Colton Leonard.
Yeah, I think it was him and Mims.
Yep.
Craig was in on the action right there. Did a great job.
Defensive front was there.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 from the Mustangs 17-yard line. 1:02 to go in the quarter. Mount back at quarterback, Flowers into the slot. Here's a snap. Check it. Phillips with a direct snap. He's going to be close. I think he leans forward, and he should have the first down. And it will be a first down by about a half a yard. They'll spot this one at the 13-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go for the Squadron. Clock continues to roll now. 45 seconds to play in the quarter.
Yeah, they gave Isabella a little taste of their own medicine right there. They bring in their jumbo formation, snap it straight to Phillips. Everybody leads on him. He was hit at the line of scrimmage by a Mustang defender, but he was able to fight his way forward and get the first down.
Timeout on the field. Taken by Highland Home. Let's take it with them. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the high school football game of the week on Piper Peach Radio.
Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is almost here, and just like football season, the right play can make all the difference. At Bama Benefits, we're your independent licensed insurance team, working with multiple carriers to help you score the right coverage at no cost to you. Open enrollment runs October 15th through December 7th. Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Kim Robinson at Bama Benefits today at 205-417-4197. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 8 organizations which offer 16 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program SHIP to get information on all your options.
Quarterback has pressure. That's Flowers. Rolls out to his right. A defensive back. He breaks a tackle, crosses the 5. Wow, man, he should have been dumped in the backfield first. He gets loose, then breaks away from another tackler. Had him around the legs all the way down to the 5. He's going to be 2 yards short of the first down. 2nd down and 3 from the 5.
Just a great run there. And Isabella's there, but like we said earlier, they got to tackle, and they're not doing a very good job of tackling when they get hands on the backs.
So that's the end of the first quarter. The score, Isabella 7, Fighting Squadron 0, but they've got it 2nd and goal, or 2nd down and 3 from the 5-yard line. We'll be back with more in a moment. You're listening to the high school football game of the week on Piper Peach Radio.
Freshman Bailey Hallsworth.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Workout anytime, coming soon to Clanton.
And we'll hear more from Workout Anytime here in just a few moments. But as for right now, getting set to start the second quarter. Highland Home, 2nd down and 3 from the 5-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Phillips, and he is in untouched for 5 yards and a score.
Yeah, just straight, they jumbo, straight snap it to him, lead. He does a great job of cutting back when he found the hole and kind of just walks into the end zone.
Highland Home lining up, I believe, to go for 2. that is the case. Phillips with a direct snap, goes straight into the defensive front, and he will fail to gain the needed yardage for the 2-point conversion. So, with 11:56 to play in the half, Highland Home is on the scoreboard, but still trails by 1, 7-6. Let's go to Wesley Holzebach with Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
8 plays, 46 yards, 3 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley. Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. Darian Brown prepares to kick off. The Mustangs, Kirkland is back deep along with Hines and Garcia. Squib kick down the near sideline. That'll go out of bounds. They were kicking it to the side of the field where there was not anybody. The back, Hines was the closest back to that. I think they were hoping to really catch the Mustangs off guard. But that one goes out of bounds. It'll be first down, 10 yards to go for Isabella.
And gonna set them up at the 35. So another good field position here to start on this drive.
Yep, 35-yard line. Wilkins is your quarterback. Kirkland still in at running back. Leonard, the receiver, near side. Tuttle and Hines, the receivers, far side. Here's the handoff up the middle to Kirkland. Kirkland's got good room. He crosses the 35. He's going to be close to the first down. He is at the 45, and it will be a first down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, just a great play right there. Isabella needs to take advantage of these starting defensive tackles being out, trying to catch your breath because they also play offense. So Little Young right here in the middle.
Hand off to Kirkland again. I believe they're going to give him a gain of about 2, maybe 3. Let's call it 3 on the play. Brings up second down and 7. I believe the linebacker and quarterback combo Mount came in for that tackle. Garcia back at running back now. Here's a fake by Wilkins. He's going to keep it, crosses the 50 down to the 45-yard line. Should be exactly what he needed for the first down. It's a gain of 7. They're going to place this nose on the 45. Actually, the ball splitting the 45. First down, 10 yards to go for the Mustangs. Now inside the Fighting Squadron territory, 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen Q Power out of this spread formation. And great blocking up front. Good job by Wilkins finishing the run.
Quick throw into the flat. The ball is complete. It's going to be a gain of about 7 yards far side. Trying to get the number. I believe that was number 5. That's Jordan Hines.
37-yard line. Flowers on the stop.
Flowers on the stop.
Being able to raise up and hit Hines out there and him fight for 7-8 yards is just another extension of an outside run. Great execution there. Good blocking out there on the edge by the slot receiver to set up this second down.
Here's the handoff to Tuttle coming around from the right side. He's got plenty of room. He's at the 20, cuts back inside all the way down to the 12. First down, Mustangs. Tuttle takes it on the end around, coming near side down the sideline, finally knocked down at the 12. It was number 13 for Highland Home, Elijah Williams, the sophomore defensive back, making the tackle.
Yeah, just a great job. They run stretch with Tuttle. Great blocking out here on the edge by Philstead to set the edge. And the younger Leonard blocking out here from his receiver position.
From the pistol, hand off to Kirkland. Kirkland up to the 10-yard line. Powell is being pushed, but it'll stop at the 10. The ball did not come out. Highland Home saying it did. Running back was down, the whistle had blown. Brings up second down, 8 yards to go from the 10.
That's twice we've seen the young Kirkland lose it right there as the whistle blows. So I think you heard Coach Leonard from the sideline right there scream, "Take care of the football." They got a lot of confidence in the young man. He's really come on and kind of been a different pace guy for him here in his 3-game win streak. So they got a lot of confidence in him.
Wilkins throws far side. Hines has got it. Breaks a tackle. He's in. Touchdown Mustangs. 10-yard throw and catch from Levi Wilkins to Jordan Hines, and the Mustangs, just like that, answer the squadron touchdown.
Yeah, just a great job. We saw him hit it earlier. Wilkins does a great job of carrying out his fake to the running back to allow the blocking out there. Hits Hines, and Hines makes one guy miss and was able to get in the end zone. Great execution.
Here's the extra point by Rincon, up and good. For a big guy, he has such a smooth motion and kicking that. 8:56 to go in the first half. Mustangs take a 14-6 lead. By the way, that's Hines' third reception of the night. All 3 of them touchdown, or 2 of the 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I was thinking that when he called it.
Yep.
That he's it's early in the game, but he's working his way to being our player of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to Wesley Holsomack for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
7 plays, 65 yards, 3 minutes off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley. Thank you, Larry Puckett Chevrolet, for making those sideline reports possible. Rincon gets set to kick. The ball is lined up. The laces are pointed more or less right at us here on the party deck. He is really good kicker. Really good kicker.
I think Coach Leonard was talking to him before this. I think Coach Leonard was asking him either we're going to get it on the ground or we're going to, yeah.
There's a good bounce in the middle of the field, about the 46-yard line, and it will be Highland Home coming away with it. I believe it was number 50. Yep, John Gerard, the senior linebacker and offensive lineman, coming away with that one.
Yeah, Rincon got the hop he wanted, but Gerard, kudos to him. Athletic move, going up, high pointing the ball, and then was able to get down before the Mustangs could hit him and force it out.
So the squadron comes out now. 2 receivers set to the far side of the field. Quarterback is Flowers. Mount is actually in the slot near side. Phillips, the running back. Brown comes in motion, handoff to Phillips up the middle. The Mustangs are there en masse. The entire defensive front for Isabella. Colton Leonard, Samir Rincon was there, as well as Jamarian Craig. Loss of 1 on the play brings up second down and 11. This one's going to be scrimmaged just outside the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good job by the defensive front, led by Leonard from his inside linebacker position.
Flowers gets set for the snap. He's got it. Whistles blow. Flag is down. They stop the play. Going to be in legal motion, false start against the offense. They'll back him up 5 yards. And it'll be second down and 16 yards to go from the, call it the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Mount just trying to get going a little earlier.
Mount, the receiver instead of the quarterback now, set near side. Hines has got him in man-to-man coverage. 2 receivers set far side. Here's the snap. Flowers rolls out. Brasher coming, pressuring the quarterback's looking, trying to get away. He's going to be tied up in the package in the backfield. Slides away from a defender. Dodges another one. Finally sacked back at the 29-yard line. Number 50 for the Mustangs, Lane Mims, finally runs him down. My goodness. A big loss on the play. Loss of 12 or more at this point. 3rd down and 30.
Yeah, just a great job of staying in pursuit by the Mustangs there. They stayed in coverage, had it on lock, but the front seven did a great job.
Screen pass to Phillips. He's there and got it. Looking for some help. Won't get it. He does get a lot of that back, but not enough. It'll be 4th down. Samir Rincon comes up to make the tackle, and Phillips comes up holding his shoulder.
Yeah, he took a nice little lick there from Rincon, and Rincon's a big boy to have. Yeah,
he is finally hurt. He will go to the ground. He was in a lot of pain, man, when he got up and finally just goes to the field.
Yeah, I think Rincon, not only did Phillips land on that shoulder, Rincon kind of landed on top of him to bring probably about another 250 on top of that. So tough luck there for Phillips, and he looks like he's hurting a little bit. Possible you might be looking at a separated shoulder or dislocated shoulder, possible broken clavicle, a.k.a. collarbone, for those people out there.
Look at you with your anatomical
I would have never known
knowledge.
if I didn't break it. So
that's right. Van, you are a wealth of knowledge, a plethora of anatomical
See,
know-how.
You're just trying to one-up me
Look
now.
at you, anatomical. That's fun. You know, the key to learning anatomy is to have a really good study partner.
It's true. That is true. I'm not going to reveal who my...
No. This is not true confessions of the Isabella Mustangs. That's not what we're here to do. Oh. I bet I know. But anyway, I'm just going to keep it to myself, though. Oh, goodness. Again, we look up, and as full as the stands were when we started the game, it's like it's a late arriving crowd because there's a couple hundred more now in the stands than there were at the start of the first quarter. 6:41 to play here in the first half. We've got an injury timeout. Let's go ahead and let's take a look and see here. The number one restoration scoreboard. Billingsley 14-0 over Illwood Christian. Notasulga 7-0 over Rabina. Chelsea 6-0 over Chilton County High School. Thorsby 8, Thomasville 6. Both Jemison and Maplesville are off tonight. Thomasville, a tough place to play for the Thorsby Rebels tonight, but they've been playing so well. So 4th down, 16 yards to go. The ball's at the 41-yard line. The punter is on for Highland home. Tuttle and Wilkins back deep. Here's the punt. It's a one-stepper. It's going to hit and roll. Wilkins, check that. That's Kirkland's got it, and he's got room up the sideline. He's got a lot of room up the sideline. He had one man to beat. He slowed down, and the guy caught him from behind, but that is a 30-yard return by Kirkland, and the Mustangs are in business with really good field position. 1st down and 10 yards to go from the 45, call it the 44-yard line of Highland home. 6 minutes, 17 seconds to play in the half. Mustangs up 14-6 with the football. Leonard, the receiver, near side. Hines, the receiver, far side. Wilkins is the quarterback. Fieldstad comes in motion. Here's the handoff to Garcia. He's got it blocked around the right side, looking for another block, gets it, crosses the 40, crosses the 35, out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Well blocked by the left side of that offensive line, and Fieldstad doing a number on the down block.
Yeah, Fieldstad does a good job of setting that edge, and Garcia does a good job of letting those big guards get out, allowing him to get his kick-out block, and then sticking his foot in the ground and getting vertical to get the rest of the yardage for the first down. Just a good run, good execution right there by the Mustangs.
2 receivers set near side, Tuttle's in the slot. Wilkins at quarterback. Kirkland at running back. Hines, the receiver, far side. Now they'll move him out further. Wilkins now set up in the pistol. Hand off to Kirkland. The defensive line has none of it. It's Highland Homes number 54, Jacorian Johnson, the first man there. Others coming on to clean it up. And it will be a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, it looked kind of more of a slow developing play there and allowing the backside end to really chase that down. They were trying to run power to this side. But it was kind of a slow developing, like I said, and just wasn't able to get going really good there.
The same formation, just flipped sides now. Snap. Kirkland around the right side. Block, cuts it back across the middle. It's got room. Nice run. Brought down at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring 3rd down and 6 yards to go from there.
A good run by Kirkland. They blocked it very well up top. They ran buck to the field there and got a good down block, set the edge really good, and Kirkland did the rest of picking his hole and where he wanted to go to get this back to a manageable 3rd down.
Alex Henderson, the sophomore, in at receiver near side. Now Philstad comes over, going a heavy formation there. It looked like Kirkland that had him around the face mask, I thought, but no flag. He'll be dumped in the backfield for another loss. It's a loss of 5 on the play. Call it a loss of 6. Brings up 4th down and 11 all the way back at the 34-yard line. Three receiver set, far side of the field. Leonard near side. Clock running, 3:48 to go. 4th down and 11.
I think they're going to run the play clock down and take a timeout.
And that's exactly what happened. So then it's 4th down and 11 yards to go. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the first half. If you're Coach Leonard here, what's going through your mind in terms of play call on 4th and 11?
Well, I think you got to get the first down. The middle of the field is going to be open unless they tweak something with their defense. They've been pretty almost 100% cover zero across the board. So if you can might go back to Hines on that post route that we saw earlier, or a double move somewhere, a little corner post action over there. They had trips to the far side, so you might get a corner post action. I think you attack the middle of the field. You have Phillips, who is out, who's the starting middle linebacker, who's made a bunch of tackles tonight, so you can attack the middle of the field there. But you're also thinking, I got to get points here, because a very electric Highland home offense gets the ball to start the second half.
So 4th down and 11. Ball scrimmage from the Mustangs, or actually from the Highland home 34. 3 receiver set, far side, including Tuttle. Tuttle's in motion. Here's the handoff, fake handoff. Quarterback has time, throwing it across the middle. 2 receivers there fighting for it. They got spun around. Kirkland and Leonard kind of got caught up in each other, and the pass is incomplete from Wilkins. Both of them had a step on the defender. One got spun around, tangled the other one up, Van.
Yeah, it was. You had 2 young guys running routes right there, and I think as we saw Coach Leonard kind of directing from the sideline, they both ended up in the same spot, and that's not what you want. If you got 2 guys in the same spot, that allows one guy to cover them. So, but I think the pressure from Highland home kind of set that off. They wanted to hit Kirkland up the seam, up the hash right there real quick, and they had him. But the pressure that Wilkins was able to shake kind of threw that whole timing thing off a little bit. So sets up first down for the squadron.
Mount rolling out to the right. He's got a receiver coming back to the football. Pass will be complete. Far sideline. A gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Darian Brown now the running back for Highland home. Mount back in at quarterback. They've moved Flowers back into the slot receiver near side. It's a 2-by-2 receiver set, 2 to each side. True spread. Here's the handoff to Brown. Brown has a little room. Cuts it back across the middle. Now back outside. Tuttle is there and will knock Brown out of bounds, but not after he gains enough yardage for the first down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 50-yard line, and we've got a squadron player who is up and gimpy, and that's Brown. That would be both of the running backs now banged up.
Yeah, that Tuttle did a good job, open field tackle there, and he got stiff on him, but was able to grab onto them legs in there at the end. Might have twisted sprained the ankle there, right there at the end of that run. But he's another electric runner with the ball in his hands.
Here's the snap. Quarterback's looking. Pressure coming. He is hammered. The pass is complete. And ball's loose and covered by the squadron. Rincon pancaked the quarterback as he let the ball go. It was caught near side by number 19 for Highland Home, DeCamerion Falk. The ball comes loose, and it's recovered by another receiver for Highland Home. It's a gain, all of that for a 3-yard gain, Van. 2nd down and 7 from the 47-yard line of Isabella. Mount looking, pressure coming. It gets him. He will be sacked back at the 38-yard line. Lane Mims plants him, and the quarterback remains on the ground. Isabella's staff, the first ones to him. He was driven into the ground that time, Van.
Yeah, Mims and Rincon really put a hurting on him.
Back-to-back big hits taken by the freshman Mount. Isabella's come to hit tonight.
Well, and that's what they do. They pride themselves on being the more physical team. And I think tonight, Highland Home was toe-to-toe with them as far as physicality. But as the game's gone on, I think Isabella's really starting to impose their will a little bit.
So they're still taking a look at the young man. They're looking at lower extremities right now. I want to say they're checking the knee. They're going to help him up off the field now. He's hurting, but he will walk off under his own power. It was the Isabella trainer that was there to make sure that he was well cared for. And he will head off the field. Big third down and long, all the way back at their own 46-yard line. 3rd down and 15. 1:56 on the clock.
3rd down, 13.
They wind the clock now and it starts moving. 17 seconds on the 15 seconds now on the play clock. Flowers will come back in at quarterback. And it will be Brown in at running back, still favoring his ankle.
Yep.
Timeout on the field. Timeout taken by Highland Home. We'll take it with them. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week live on Piper Peach Radio. Back with more in a moment.
located exit door.
Workout anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
And welcome back, Van. We were just talking about key losses for Highland Home. Run that down for us.
Well, we talked about Phillips going out earlier, leading rusher, leading receiver, also leading tackler on defense. He's still on the sideline. But a good thing I just saw Mount walk back into the huddle over there after that timeout. And with the timeout, it will allow him not to have to sit out that play. He will be able to come in. So good to see that young man back on the field. There thought he was going to be out as well. That would have been their leading passer and another inside linebacker that does a great job on defense as well. But he is back in the game, so that's good to see.
But he's limping, and they're not going to put him in the quarterback. They're going to put him out in the slot. 2 receivers set near side, 2 to the far side of the field. A straight 5-man front. 11 now. Branson May. Here's a throw to Flowers. Taken. Intercepted by the Mustangs. He's got room. That's Kirkland. Kirkland doing it all for the Mustangs tonight. Fantastic return up near the 50-yard line. Kirkland playing center field comes away with that one. Just a deep zone that time, and Kirkland is there on the overthrow for the Mustangs. They'll have it first down, 10 yards to go from their own 49. Man, a minute 18 to go. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. You have 2 timeouts. The main thing is you got to get a first. I would say Isabella needs 2 first downs here to really get in striking distance. But you got to take care of the football. So let's see what they do here.
Tuttle comes in motion. He gets the football. Nice block on the end. He's got room. 45, 40, 35. Out of bounds at the 35. It's a first down for the Mustangs. And now another Highland Home player down on the field. That was number 10, but I do not see him on the roster. Again, the trainer from Isabella out to help the coaching staff from Highland Home. And another knee exam going on, Van.
Take the time to talk about A.J. Fieldstad blocking ability from that H-back when they run that speed sweep with Tuttle. He does a great job of getting out there and filtering out who to block. He helps with the tackle with the defensive end, and then he picks up that scraping backer or the down safety depending on who it is. But he sees that as well as any high school kid I've seen in a while. And just kudos to them. Tuttle does a great job of seeing the kick out block and getting underneath it. But just tip of my hat to Fieldstad. He's done that. He does that when they run the buck sweep with the running back out of the backfield and with the jet sweep. So just he's doing a great job, and he's allowing Isabella to get some big running plays on the outside.
First down, 10 yards to go from the Highland Home 33. A minute 11 to play in the first half. Fieldstad now brought closer into the line of scrimmage to the formation. Wilkins looking, got a receiver. That's Tuttle, wide open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Mustangs! Caden Tuttle from Levi Wilkins, 33 yards. And a score. Wilkins, 3 passing touchdowns tonight. Van, that was absolutely a beautiful throw.
Yeah, it was a great job. They got Tuttle in the slide over here. Highland Home still, they're selling out, playing cover 0. He was able to get inside his receiver, runs a great post route, and Levi does a great job, puts the ball right on him and touchdown.
Rincon is on. The extra point is good, and with 1:03 to go in the first half, it's 21-6. Mustangs really kind of haven't taken control, and you hate to put it just this way, but the squadron players dropping like flies right now.
Yeah, that's not a good sign that you want to see, especially with the streak they got going, winning. They won 3 out of their last 4, but it's tough. And if it stays that way, this Isabella offense, once they get clicking and Coach Day gets in a groove calling plays, it can get ugly real fast.
I don't know if you saw this. Before we get to that thought, let's go to Wesley Holsom back with Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
2 plays, 51 yards, 38 seconds off the clock, guys.
Thank you, Wesley. The Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. I don't know if you've seen this, but the Save More Associated Foods in Brent and the one in Calera had grand openings after big renovations, and also celebrated by the Save More in Clanton as well. Just a great turnout. Piper Peach Radio was there along with Coca-Cola. Just a great event. Those are beautiful stores, by the way, if you've not been in them. They're always clean, always well-stocked, and the prices are always fantastic. Go do some shopping locally. Shop those local grocery stores that put so much effort into making sure you've got a great shopping environment. The onside kick taken by the up-back for the Fighting Squadron. That was number 50 again, John Gerard. First down, 10 yards to go, Highland Home from their own 49. Mount back in at quarterback. Brown, the tailback. 3 receivers set far side. Mount drops back to fire. Throws it into the flat to Flowers. The guy you want to get the football, he'll be brought down by Caden Tuttle. It'll be just enough for the first down. He got 10 yards, maybe 11 on the play. Phil Stott as well with Tuttle on the stop. First down, 10 yards to go. The clock continues to roll, 38 seconds to play. 3 receivers set near side. Same formation, switch sides. Mount rolling out. He'll throw into the flat. The pass is caught by the young man that went out with a knee injury just a few minutes ago. May is his name. Phil Stott on the tackle. Second down and 7. They will spike the football with 11 seconds to go. Van, I think with 11 seconds, you're going to see probably a throw to the end zone, maybe 2. Scoreboard update, courtesy of number 1 Restoration, Billingsley 28, Elwood Christian 0. Notasulga 7, Verbena 0. Chelsea 16, Chilton County High School 0. Thorsby 16, Thomasville 12. And again, Jemison and Maplesville both off tonight. Here comes a third down play. Mount looking. He's got some pressure coming. Looking to throw downfield. No one's open. He will be sacked again. Trying to get the number of the young man that came up to make that tackle.
It was number 14.
It was number 14 for Isabella. That's Tristan Sledge. The 3rd or 4th sack of the night tonight for the for the Isabella defense. Highland Home will call a timeout with 1 second to play in the half. It's 21-0 or 21-6 rather, getting ready to go to halftime here at Isabella. Halftime, of course, we will have homecoming festivities for the Mustangs. The girls already lining up in the end zone. This could be a whole Stanford band scenario if we're not careful.
Hey, interception return. Mr. Porter's down there in his Hall of Fame jacket. He needs to.
He needs to remember what happened.
Yep.
Well, that wouldn't be tubas and snare drums. That would be high heels and
Flowers.
cocktail dressing.
Yeah.
Where's Wesley? Empty set now. Mount falls back to throw. Looking, firing it deep into the end zone. The defense is there. The pass is incomplete. And that is the end of the first half. Score at halftime. The Mustangs have taken control 21-6. Big plays and great defense have got them there. When we come back, we'll discuss the first half. But before we go to break, let's go to Wesley Holsaback with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet halftime report. He's with Tate Leonard.
Coach, 21-6 our score going into halftime. Your initial thoughts?
Well, just got to finish. Doing a good job being real physical. They're having some problems with us being physical, but so we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Quarterback has 3 touchdowns through the air. How do you keep him going in the second half?
Well, hopefully we're going to run the ball. We ain't going to have to throw, but we can throw, so we've kind of proved that. So we can mix it up a little bit.
Thanks so much.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you got to love Tate Leonard. You just have to. That's a great job by the Mustangs in the first half. When we come back, we'll talk about this one. Thank you, Wesley, for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet sideline report with Coach Leonard. We'll be back with more in just a moment. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week.
Running smooth. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clanton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clanton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us. Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is almost here, and just like football season, the right play can make all the difference. At Bama Benefits, we're your independent licensed insurance team, working with multiple carriers to help you score the right coverage at no cost to you. Open enrollment runs October 15th through December 7th. Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Kim Robinson at Bama Benefits today at 205-417-4197. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 8 organizations which offer 16 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program SHIP to get information on all your options.
Let 36750 Boutique help you find the perfect look to cheer on your team. Located in the heart of Maplesville, 36750 Boutique is your local destination for the latest styles, game day gear, and must-have accessories. Whether you're looking for a stylish outfit or just want to refresh your wardrobe, they have you covered. Visit 36750 Boutique in downtown Maplesville, where fashion meets hometown pride.
It's halftime in Isabella. Mustangs leading 21-6 over the Highland home Fighting Squadron. Homecoming festivities taking place on the field right now, announcing the attendance and eventually the Queen. You're listening to the High School Football Game of the Week live on Piper Peach Radio. We're back with more in a moment.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mems Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Ladies and gentlemen,
work out anytime, coming soon to Clanton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, enroll for only $1. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds, get that glow with unlimited tanning, and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Work out anytime. Coming soon to Clanton.
When it comes to keeping your farm running smooth, trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
That's right. From feed and seed to hunting and fishing gear, they've got what you need under one roof. Friendly service, quality products, and prices that work just as hard as you do. So, stop by today and let us help you get the job done right.
That's Maplesville Farm and Supply, your hometown store for all your farm and family needs. Trust the folks who know country living best. Maplesville Farm and Supply.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
No, I'm not. No, I'm...
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clanton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clanton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
Huh? No, finish it. Welcome back, everybody, as I tell Wesley Hulson back to finish eating. He's a growing boy, Baden. He's got to finish his meal. I mean, if he doesn't, I think everybody's expanding.
He said he stopped growing.
He stopped growing.
He stopped growing 10 years ago. He just don't know he stopped growing up. He's about to start growing out the way he's grubbing back there.
You know, I've seen pictures of Wesley when he was a child. He's always had that head of hair. At one point, he looked like that big red monster off the Looney Tune cartoons that used to chase Bugs Bunny around. He still would if he was redheaded. We've got a comment on the dinner that we were brought here. The Booster Club from Isabella brings out hamburgers and French fries, and neither of which on my particular diet, especially the potatoes and the bread. But you know what happened, Van? I ate every bite of it, and it was delicious.
Yes, it was.
So tomorrow will be all protein again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to behave myself, but I've just decided that I'm going to do, they call it ketovore, where you can have a little bit of carbs, just really low, super low carb.
I've read about that.
And not carnivore, not keto, it's ketovore.
Ketovore.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, sell it.
Listen, one of these days when I get my beach body back, y'all, it's on. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, dad bod's back in.
Yeah, I know, but Porky Pig bod is not. If I sit out in the sun, the smell of bacon
attracts a bunch of people.
Yeah, the smell of bacon brings all the girls to the yard at this point. So we saw an interesting first half, and it was really kind of give and take in that first quarter. But at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter, Isabella, a Levi Wilkins to Jordan Hines, 67-yard touchdown pass. Rincon's extra point was good, 7-0 lead in the second quarter. First play of the second quarter, as a matter of fact, Highland Homes 44. Phillips has a 5-yard run. 2-point conversion was no good, and Isabella still led 7-6. 8:56 to play in the second quarter. Isabella again. Levi Wilkins finds Hines, this time for a 10-yard throw and catch. The extra point was good. 14-6 was the score. And with 1:03 left to go in the first half, Levi Wilkins again, this time finds Caden Tuttle right down the middle of the field on the post. 33 yards. Rincon's kick was good, and that brings us to the 21-6 score. So, Van, we had an opportunity to really kind of watch this one. It was a very physical first half, not dirty. It was just physical. Isabella comes, and they will hit you. And I think Highland Home has figured that out. At least three, I think maybe 4 players from Highland Home went off the field at some point, and we're used to cramps. This was no. He just lit me up. Phillips probably will not be back in. We've seen the other 3 come in on a limited basis. What has to happen in the second half for Isabella to come away with this win? I would think more of the same, but what are they doing well that they need to continue doing?
I think what they're doing well is just taking what the defense gives them. I mean, they're able to run. They're able to run the ball. Some in between the tackles a little bit. Highland Home shut that down early, but being able to get out on the edge and pick up 7 to 8 yards. And we mentioned the blocking of the H-back. Fieldstad does a great job, but those tackles are doing a great job as well. And pulling guards when they run the buck. They're doing a great job. So, and then when they need to hit a pass, they're able to run good routes. Highland Home is running cover 0, so there's no middle field safety. The middle of the field's wide open, and but you just got to get there. But you got to pass protect to allow those guys to get there. So I think we heard Coach Leonard mention right before half that he wants to be able to run the ball a little bit more, and the reason why he wants to do that is because when you run the ball, the clock's ticking, and it's shortening the game and keeping those explosive guys that the squadron has from touching the football. But I think that they show that they can throw it when they need to. Little screens, like I said, attack the middle of the field. But I think he really wants to come out and dominate the line of scrimmage and be able to run this clock out to finish this game.
Tonight's halftime sponsored by Peach Outdoors. Another great tractor, lawn implement, farm implement provider in Chilton County, located at exit 205 on the south end of exit 205 in Clanton. A wide variety of tractors, ATVs, UTVs, bush hogs, plows, everything you need, trailers. They will sell you a package deal as well. They specialize in that. Go by and see them. Tell Cheryl and Mark Piper Peach Radio sent you. Go see Ernest Krebs, the finance manager, and tell him Brother Jason sent you to see him as well. They are a fantastic business operating there in the south end of Clanton. You'll be glad you go by. See them tomorrow. Don't wait. And don't rule them out before you step on their property and see what they bring to the table. Also, I'd like to thank Deidre Gadberry State Farm Insurance. When you're pricing your homeowners or your car, your auto insurance, don't make a quick decision. Go by and see Deidre Gadberry, State Farm Insurance Agent, and give it some consideration. Do all the research, compare apples to apples, and when you do, I bet you'll have a really easy time choosing Deidre Gadberry State Farm. Those are our halftime sponsors. Now, Van, coming back, what does Highland Home have to do to find some success here?
Number one, take care of the football. They've had a couple turnovers here, but they really need to come back out and be healthy. And I don't know, I don't foresee Phillips coming out. It just the lick he took on his shoulder and the way it's drooping, and this kind of reaction on the sideline. And that hurts. That's your top receiver, top running back, top tackler on defense. That's tough to replace with a young lineup like they got, but tried to establish something. The run game, I think they're very explosive. So if they can get the guys out in space some way, somehow, either on the stretch or maybe just raise up, pop it out there to them, and let the athlete take care of the rest. But they got to find a way to stop this Isabella defense. And if they can't, they're capable. But I think without Phillips making sure they're lined up right, calling the defense, it puts them behind the 8 ball. But they got to find a way to get a couple stops, and then once they get the stops, put the points on the board.
Van, we keep watching these Isabella Mustangs. They're not the biggest team. They're not the fastest team. They don't have the best athletes that you're going to find on the field a lot of times. But they just get it done. And what is that? Is it coaching? Is it desire? Is it a actual program in place where you're training the same things so they're good at the same things? What is it that makes a team like Isabella so successful?
Well, I'm thinking of a movie clip in my head. It's called The Replacements. They're in the division championship game. Joe Flacco's out, been replaced. Quarterback comes back from a strike, and they ask the coach at halftime, what's it going to take to win? And the coach takes his play sheet and hits his chest, and they said, "What's that?" It says heart.
Miles and miles of heart.
And that's exactly what this group of young men they have, and that separates them from the teams they play. They just want it more, and they're willing to go out there and just lay it out, lay it on the line between the white lines, and it means a little more to them, I guess. But they take pride in that Mustang on their helmet, and they play like it. They defend. They're going to defend this home turf, and play for this community. So I would say that their heart and their willingness to just will their way to win is the difference between them and the opposing team.
Van, we're going to take one more quick break. Well, no, we're not. Baden has wandered off. So let's talk to Wesley Holzenbach. I saw him visiting with some family. I didn't realize. I actually thought it was Baden sitting over there in the chair. But it's Wesley. Wesley, go ahead and turn your microphone on, son. There it is. It's on, just like that. He is gifted. He knows exactly where that switch is. I mean, you couldn't train a monkey to do a job.
I've never missed it, believe it or not.
You've never
I've never missed it. I thought I would when I first started. I'm sure I'm going to miss it and just talk with it not on. Never happened.
Well, actually, the first time you did it, we actually didn't have your microphone turned on, so nobody heard you first. We never wanted to tell you that. It's been 3 years now, so we thought we'd go ahead and let you know.
That's good to know now.
That's what happened. So it's just
ruined that dream.
Well, you've been on the sideline. What is the tone? What is the attitude of the guys on the sideline right now for the Isabella?
Well, I think something that I've noticed, this is not just the guys on the sideline, but just game-wise, Garcia's been involved, Tuttle's been involved, Kirkland's been involved. Compared to last week, they've gotten a lot more guys, I think, involved early. And then Levi Wilkins also threw the air, 3 touchdowns. I mean, last week going into the second half, Wilkins carried the ball most of the third and fourth quarter. So I think really they're setting that up to do that again. Because watching him run on the sideline, he's the most patient runner I've seen in a long time.
And noticed a couple of times when he did get loose for good runs in the first half, there was very limited space for him to run, but he can take advantage of that small gap between offensive linemen or just a defender that's a half step late. He does such a great job of that. It's going to be interesting to see if they utilize him more with the quarterback run in the second half.
He's only got 3 carries, so he's fresh compared to some of the other guys. Him and Garcia only have 3 carries each. So.
Talk a little bit. I know that you were closer to the plays that we were. It seemed that that left side of that offensive line a couple of times when Tuttle got loose on the end around, if you will. Talk about the blocking from your perspective, the way you saw it.
Yeah, I think they really wanted the line of scrimmage, and I talked about that a little bit, that whoever was going to be able to win at the line of scrimmage was going to win this game. And Tuttle has 2 plays over 15 yards on the ground, so he's made a big impact only with 3 carries tonight.
On the ground and through the air, he's gotten it done. So Tuttle, again, one of our favorite players that we see every season so far. It's going to be sad to see him go, but we've thoroughly enjoyed watching him. We are getting set for the second half now. Van, welcome back, and Mustangs are out with the kick team. Rincon getting set to kick off. the Fighting Squadron's number 1, Trevante Flowers, who saw time at receiver, running back, and quarterback in the first half, is back deep along with Darian Brown. I know Brown was kind of gimpy with a bad ankle. I'm looking to see if they've got him taped up. He's got some gray socks on, so I'm not sure. I actually do see some tape beneath the socks on Flowers. So these guys, they're a little banged up. Actually, probably a lot banged up. And Mount, the young quarterback, is here. Here's a pooch kick taken by Mount. He falls forward on it right on the 40-yard line as we're underway here in the second half. Savannah, it's going to be very interesting to see the adjustments made by Highland home at halftime to see if they have an answer for this very stingy, very gritty Isabella Mustang defense.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do without without Phillips. They've had 20 minutes to think about replacing and what can they be successful at. So, like you said,
Here is a quick snap. The center snapped the football, hits the quarterback right in the face. They're going to call false start on that. I don't know. It seemed like the snap was there and should have been a fumble, but as it is, it hits him in the face. So they're going to back it up 5 yards. He was giving instruction to his receivers near side. They come back out the same formation. 2 receivers spread far left, 2 near right. Flowers comes in motion. They're going to run quarterback power with Mount. He's got nice room. Ball's loose. Fumble on the play, and it will be Mustang football. Brasher comes up with the football, and it looked like Mount had lots of room to run, but Brasher throws the old paw out there as Mount comes by, knocks the ball loose, and the Mustang set first down, 10 yards to go from the Squadron's 40.
Yeah, that's a big play for the Mustangs right there. Could be a dagger if you're the Squadron, but big turnover right there to come out and start the second half.
2-by-2 formation. Wilkins drops back. Pressure's coming. There's a throw across the middle. Intercepted. Mount takes it right back. From his linebacker position, he falls. He trails backwards. They thought they had the big play again, but Hines had a defender between him and the football, and that was Mount. So back-to-back turnovers, hands it right back into the hands of the Squadron. They'll have it first down, 10 yards to go from their own 17.
Yeah, Isabella trying to put the nail in the coffin right there. And Squadrons were able to bring pressure up the middle that forced the errant throw. One of the first ones we've seen from Wilkins tonight. And Mount was able to make a good interception.
Flowers with the football at quarterback now. Crosses the 20 up to the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 on the play. Brings up second down and 4 yards to go. Tuttle coming up from his safety position makes the tackle.
Second down, 4.
Flowers at quarterback again. Mount instead of quarterback now in the slot near side. Brown, the running back, set to the right-hand side of the quarterback. He'll get the throw on the quick out in the backfield. He will be tied up. Breaks a tackle, finally brought down by Brasher again. Brasher has been all over the field tonight. Noah Brasher for the Mustangs. A huge loss on the play, all the way back to the 10-yard line. It is a 13-yard loss, brings up third down, and call it 17 now from the 10.
Yeah, what I like right there by the Isabella Mustangs when Brown catches that, he has space and he's back there dancing. And instead of running full speed, they break down and they corral him, and they're able to bring him down for a big loss.
On third down, the quarterback Flowers rolls out to his right, looking far sideline, overthrows his receiver. and it's 4th down, 17. Number 50, John Gerard coming out to punt. Tuttle and Kirkland standing on the Squadron 40-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted on the near hash mark. It was that hamburger bun, man. I'm telling you. Here's the snap. Punter's got it. Going to be taken by Tuttle at the 42. Looking for some room. He's going to have a little bit on the corner. Cuts it back up inside. He has an excellent return of 22 or 22 yards, and it's at the 20-yard line of the Squadron. I have a suspicion that we're going to see Mustangs run the football.
I would think that's probably what we're going to see, but it's twice tonight we've seen their punt return team set them up with really good field position.
The first, it was Kirkland, and then that time Tuttle. Wilkins in the pistol. Here's the snap. Handed off to Kirkland. Kirkland dances inside, crosses the 20, down to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, brings up 2nd down and 8 from the 18. And really, they're doing a good job. It's almost like they're wrapping their hand in the jersey when the back comes by then. So he may be drugged for a yard or 2, but Kirkland's going down.
Yeah, he's just young, freshman, just ain't got the meat on his bones.
Here's a snap. Wilkins will keep it. Has a great block. Has a great run down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards on the play. 1st down, goal to go for the Mustangs.
Yeah, great job. We've seen Q Power twice tonight. He does a great job of carrying that fake, allow the blocking to set up, and then he runs behind his shoulder pads. He's not elusive by no means, but just a good hard runner. Breaks arm tackles, and so good run right there to set him up 1st and goal inside the 10.
It was Henderson coming in motion. It's Henderson again. Actually, Philstott. Here's the snap. Handed off to Kirkland. Kirkland thinks about going outside. Cuts it back inside for a gain of 2 yards. Down to the 3-yard line. We've got flags on the play. Back in the backfield. This one's dropped at the 12. In the neighborhood of holding.
Holding on the Mustangs.
And that's exactly what it is. The ball will be spotted back at the 15-yard line. 1st and goal from the 15.
Yeah, I'm not real sure where the holding was, but it was. I mean, there was a lot of bodies in there. That you can hold every play. You can call it every play if you want to.
Hand off to Tuttle around the right side this time. He's got room. He's got blocking. He's got touchdown Mustangs! Caden Tuttle from 15 yards out extends the Mustang lead 27-6.
We've seen them have a lot of success with that stretch play tonight, and it starts with number 15 Philstad and the tackles. They do a great job of sealing the edge. Tuttle's a patient runner, but once he sees where the lane he wants to go, he kicks it into another gear and does a great job.
Rincone's own, his extra point is up and good, and with 8:33 to play in the 3rd quarter, it's 28-6. And got a little bit, I don't know if you've noticed this, but just got a little bit of head drop out for the Squadron right now. Some of them got their heads down.
Yeah, and you'll see that in a young team that gets down, and just because they haven't faced a lot of adversity, but they'll get better as they play more. But right now they're not understanding, and they're kind of bickering back and forth at each other, which is not good.
Let's go to Wesley Holstenbach for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
3 plays, 20 yards, 1 minute and 27 seconds.
Thank you, Wesley, with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary. We're back where we started now as the Mustangs getting set to kick off. Rincon has it lined up to kick it near side again. Pooch kick going to be taken at the 40-yard line. That's number 19, the Camarian Falk. Probably the Camarian would be the proper way to pronounce that. Be first down, 10 yards to go. Highland home at their own 40.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Goggins right now, you really need to put some points up on the board to kind of get your guys' momentum back. As you can tell, not moving very fast right now, kind of slow going, not really in a hurry. They need to get some momentum going if they want to stay in this ballgame.
Flowers has it, hands off to Brown up the middle. He's met by the linebacker and defensive tackle for the Mustangs. He'll be out across the 40 to the 44. That's a gain of 4 yards. Noah Brasher again in on the tackle. That's got to be a half a dozen tackles, a sack.
Tackle for a loss.
Tackle for a loss.
Yeah,
fumble recovery.
He's had a real good game on that side of the ball tonight.
Excellent. That is a young man that started out really trying to find himself early on, but he has made vast improvement with every game, and what we see now is a young man comfortable on the field in his role. Second down and 6 now from the 44-yard line. 2 receivers set far side of the field, one to the near side. Hand off to Brown up the middle again. He's met at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard, and it will be the heart of that defense again. Cody Bean on the tackle. Play fails to gain. It's 3rd down and 6.
Isabella's taking this opportunity to kind of rest some of their big guys up front that play both ways. And the 2 guys coming in have done a real good job of getting some good push up front and being able to shed some blockers and make some plays.
Flowers in the quarterback, looks to throw, trouble, drops the football, sacked back at the 34-yard line. Isabella Mustangs 42, John Campbell, the junior, coming in to drop Flowers, and Flowers getting up slow. Colton Leonard was there as well. Give them both a half a sack. Brings up 4th down and long, call it 4th and 17 from the 32.
Yeah, if Isabella can get another touchdown on the board right here, you probably see this Highland home team ready to pack up and take it back to South Alabama.
Kirkland back deep. Tuttle standing at the 50-yard line. Flag on the play is going to be delay a game. They're going to back them up 5 yards. Gerard will be the punter.
Nope.
No, they're waving it off. No flag. Or he's surrendering, but his flag's not white, so I guess it's waving off the penalty. Standing at his 21-yard line, 19-yard line. Here's the punt. That one's going to drop about the 45 and roll. It'll end up being a very good punt. Mustangs first down and 10 yards to go from their own 26-yard line. And for the first time since the first quarter, Van, I'm having to break out the binoculars to see what's going on at the far end of the field.
Thank you to these game sponsors.
Special thank you to Central Self Storage, locations throughout Chilton County, for being a sponsor of tonight's high school football game of the week, as well as Maplesville Farm and Supply. Levi Wilkins in the shotgun. Here's a handoff around the near side. Kirkland's got it, and he's got room. Here he comes down the sideline, looking for a block. He had teammates telling him, keep rolling, baby, and he kept on rolling all the way across the 50. Leighton Davis on the stop. They're going to spot this one. at the 49-yard line inside squadron territory. It's a 25-yard run. First down, 10 yards to go for Wilkins. Wilkins has Garcia in the backfield. Here's a handoff around the right side. That's Henderson looking for a block. He's got room. He's loose down the right sideline. They've got numbers. He'll run out of bounds before the contact. He gives his own first down motion a great run. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 25. It's a gain of 24. First down, 10 yards to go for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs are doing. They found their rhythm in that running that stretch play, really blocking the edge really well, and the backs are doing a good job of getting to where I call touchdown alley, which is between the numbers and the sideline, and utilizing their speed and taking care of the rest.
Back-to-back big plays for the Mustangs has Highland home reeling. They're going to call a timeout and talk it over. And Van, they look exhausted.
Yeah, they do. They've played a lot of ball, and with the injuries that they sustained in the first half, a lot of these guys are even more guys are playing both ways. A lot were already playing both ways, but guys that aren't used to having to play both ways are having to play both ways now, and you can see that they're wore out, and we're only 7 minutes into this half. And but a lot of that, you got to tip your hat to Isabella. They're doing a great job of keeping the tempo up. They're not going fast, but they're not wasting much time calling their play and getting to the line, and not giving Highland home much time to really catch their breath.
Got a receiver unguarded out here on the far side. Finally getting a defender out on him. Wilkins, the quarterback. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off again on the end around. Henderson cuts it back up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, puts a hand in a guy's face mask, continues to rumble down inside the 10, all the way to the 9. Alex Henderson, the sophomore, having a big night. Another first down for the Mustangs.
Same play, other side, just a great job of blocking it and good job of running.
Jose Alonso in at receiver. Here's a handoff around the far side again to Henderson. Henderson's going to be wrapped up about the 10. I don't think he makes it back to the line of scrimmage. He does not. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play, and it'll bring up second down and goal to go from the 10.
And that time Henderson's just not able to get the corner. You can go back to the well too many times, and I think that time Isabella might have pressed her luck there, but still good job by Henderson. He could have lost 2 to 3 there, but fighting his way back to the line of scrimmage to keep them within striking distance here.
Phil Stodger, H-back near side. Alonzo is the receiver. Here's Levi Wilkins, fakes the end around, keeps it, crosses the 10. They're going to stop him about the 6. It's a gain of 4, brings up third down and 6 yards to go now. The heart of the squadron defense brings him down. Was number 5. Check that. I think I looked at that number wrong.
Number 50.
Number 50 for Highland home. John Gerard making the tackle. So third down and goal from the 6-yard line. Mustangs hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. Kirkland comes in motion out of the backfield. Here's the counter play. Trap play intended for Tuttle. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. It brings up fourth down.
Yeah, that Isabella's in their jumbo set, and it kind of really plays into favor with Highland home because they got the meat to put up there to kind of match it, and Isabella hadn't had much success out of this particular formation that they really like to run in.
Wilkins in the shotgun going power. He fakes looking. He's got a receiver open. He's there! Touchdown, Mustangs! Number 15, A.J. Philstock, filters his way back behind the defense and catches the 4th touchdown pass of the night from Levi Wilkins. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Rincone's kick is a mile high and good. And it's 35-6 with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Van, hoping this one has really slipped away from the squadron.
I think it is. Just looking at their body language, I think they've had about all they want, and and Isabella's doing a great job of subbing and trying to create some depth here. But defensively, last play, they probably had 5 or 6 subs in the last series, and I think the energy went to another level of those guys coming in because as fresh as they are, eager as they are, still playing with the heart as the starters. I mean, so I think it amped up the level of intensity on the last defensive possession.
Let's go to Wesley Holson back for the Larry Puckett Chevrolet drive summary.
7 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 25 seconds off the clock.
Thank you, Wesley. Big drive that time. You know, the cheerleaders just don't want you to have any candy, Van. You're begging, and you would think that a man begging for candy would be able to get some candy. Here's Rincon with a pooch kick. This is going to be taken by the upback, number 19, who's going to try to return it, and he is hemmed up by number 30, Tyler Martin, the sophomore from Isabella. That was number 19, DeCamarion Falk. First down, 10 yards to go, Highland home from their own 41. Flowers now back at receiver. Mount back at quarterback. Brown is still the running back. Here's the snap. Mount's going to keep it. He's got room for a moment. Then he's met by the linebacker. Number 21 for Isabella, Gabriel Mason, the freshman. So the Mustangs beginning to play more and more freshmen and underclassmen as they go.
And that's good for them because it's just creating depth for them in the long run.
Same formation. Receiver leaves early. They got him. False start on the offense. That was Highland Homes number 19, DeCamarion Falk, wanting to get a head start. It's number 20, Caleb Moore over there at cornerback. Several substitutions across the defensive front now for Isabella. Jordan Thomas, the sophomore, is in. Brody Brasher is in as well. Here's the snap, handed off to Brown. He's got room, he's got speed, he's brought down. Gain up to the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 yards to go now for Highland home from their own 46-yard line. Two receivers set near side. One receiver far side on the visitor sideline. Here's the snap. Mount's looking. He'll throw it to Flowers in the flat. He puts a move on the defender. That's a great move. He's got room. He's got the first down. Crosses the 50, the 45, down to the 41.
Yeah, when Flowers gets it in the open field, he's electric, and right there made a good move, and then was able to get back vertical and pick up the first down.
25 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Same formation. Brown sets to the right side, now behind the quarterback who's in the pistol. Here's the snap, handed off Brown, cuts it back up the middle between the guard and tackle. He's got a good gain. A player from the squadron is absolutely lit up, was laying face down on the ground. He manages to get up, but Van, he's woozy. I'm not sure he knows exactly where he is. That's the final play of the third quarter. When we come back, it's the fourth quarter. Isabella leading 35-6 over the Highland home squadron.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Yeah, bring him. Come on back. And welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter. 12 more minutes to see if Highland home can somehow pull this one quarter. They're down 29 points, 35-6. Two receivers set near side. Mount is the quarterback. Here's the snap, handed off again to Brown. Brown will be brought down for a gain of 1 up to the 34-yard line. Isabella's number 51, Colton Leonard, on the tackle. It'll bring up third down, 2 yards to go. Elijah Williams is the receiver near side. Flowers in the slot. Now he'll relocate near side slot. Brown is the running back next to Mount. Here's the snap, handed off to Brown. Brown tries to get outside, does break a tackle. He'll have the first down and more. Crosses the 25 down to the 23-yard line, and a flag comes flying in from the back judge. Official has a nice arm. He threw the flag 15 yards. Going to be interesting to see what the call is here. Holding against the squadron. And then we'll back them up, spotting it at the 35-yard line. So we're going to play third down all over again. Van, I don't know if you saw the official throw that flag, but he was standing back about the 12-yard line. He's got a nice arm. It landed about the 30.
That is pretty impressive.
You want that guy on your cornhole, Tina. I'm guaranteeing you that. Two receivers set near side. Brown is the running back set. Here's Mount. Going to have the quarterback keeper. He's got room, crosses the 30. Great open field tackle by Kirkland at the 28-yard line. Son, when you're trailing by 29 points in the fourth quarter, given the old first down signal, doesn't matter a whole lot. I'm glad you feel better about it. As it is, you're getting pummeled. It's first down, 10 yards to go for the squadron from the 27. Sorry.
Yeah, just good open field tackle right there by Kirkland. And like I said, this group of players that Isabella's playing has got a lot of fight in them, got a lot of energy. Some of them have been rested up over here on the sideline, but
timeout on the field taken by the squadron. Is that I know that's two. They've got one left. No. One timeout remaining.
And Maplesville Supermarket located Highway 22 in Maplesville. Thank you to these game sponsors.
Once again, we'd like to thank our brand new sponsor. Heirlooms and Relics of Prattville. If you're looking for the perfect piece to complete your home, or maybe a gift with a story to tell. At Heirloom and Relics in Prattville, every aisle is filled with antiques, collectibles, and treasures just waiting to be discovered. Vendor booths and spaces are open, and if you're looking for a job, they're hiring. Find them at 1890 East Main Street in Prattville, or call them today or in the morning, 334-491-1000. Again, folks listening from around the country, if you're listening from just north of Salem, Massachusetts, you've not gone unnoticed. Here's a flip around the end to Javante Flowers. He will have room around the right side, hauled down at the 22-yard line. Gabriel Mason on the tackle. Gain of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 4. They're going to mark it at the 21.
That was a great job by Isabella's defense. They run a reverse. Initially, Flowers had a lot of room to run, but the pursuit from this defense to get there and only limiting him to a 7-yard run was just highly impressive.
Here's a handoff up the middle. He'll have the 1st down. That's Brown. Brought down at the 13-yard line. Number 19, Trayvon Wyatt, coming up to make the tackle. Wyatt, the sophomore for the Mustangs. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They're going to spot it at the 14. Hand off to Brown, room up the middle. He'll be hauled down at the 10, gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6. Mason again on the tackle. Van, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but there's a very large cellular tower here just to our west between the field and the school. And earlier there were buzzards landing on that tower and circling. I really thought that was my broadcasting career as they were circling.
I saw that. I saw that as well.
You thought the same thing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Really, and it was forbidden, but we didn't want to talk about that. 2nd down and 6. Handoff to Brown again, going around the right side. Defense is there. Hauls him down in the backfield, and there's a flag on the play, probably for unnecessary roughness or holding. Gabriel Mason again, and another flag comes flying in from the back judge. Holding against the offense. And then the other is going to be a dead ball foul, or do they catch the same holding? They'll back it up to the 25. So this will be 2nd down and 21 from the 25. They've got to get to the 4-yard line for the 1st down. 7 minutes and 55 seconds to play. The clock is running. I think Highland Home would be very satisfied just to get on the way back. They've got about a 2-hour trip from here to get home. Here's the snap. Put in the belly of the running back. He's got room. That's 0. Ja'Cory Posey, the 8th grader. A very good-looking 8th grader, the future of the program. He gains down to the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 14. They've got to reach the 4-yard line. Van, this is one of those scenarios that you want to get at least half of it.
Yeah, you want to get at least half, set yourself up for a reasonable 4th down. You can't afford to go backwards here.
Here's the snap. Mount looking. Pressure coming. Rolls to the left. Throw it to the flat. Nice catch by Javante Flowers. It's only a gain of about 2 yards, but Tyler Martin was there. Thought Martin had an opportunity at the interception, and he's got some. Flowers got a little sticky stuff on his hands because that one stuck. Literally a one-handed grab with the ball tailing away from him. That was a very, very nice reception. 4th down and 12 yards to go. Call it 13. It was a gain of 1. 6:12 to play. Mount rolls out to his right. Pressure coming, thrown over into the flat. Too high for the for the 8th grader Posey, and it will be Isabella Mustang football on the turnover on downs. So the young, you got to say this was 2nd and 3rd team guys for the Mustangs at this point. A lot of JV players in on defense right now getting valuable reps here in the 4th quarter, and they make a stand on 4th down. That's a great job.
Yeah, just overall great job. And you're going to see some of that here on offense. Well, you got some 2s and 3s coming in on offense, getting some reps.
Kirkland is in at quarterback. Mason at H-back. Here's the snap. Actually, Kirkland in at running back. They put it in his belly. He runs over a defender, crosses the 20, up to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go. The clock continues to roll, and that's exactly what the Mustangs want to happen. I'm pretty sure that's where the squadron is right now, too. 5 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the ball game. And they're in no hurry. The play clock down to 10. Here's the snap. Henderson with the keeper. Dodges a defender, has it across the 30-yard line. Still powering forward, down to the 32.
Yeah, good.
1st down, Mustangs.
Yeah, good quarterback run right there. Great blocking up front.
1st down, 10 yards to go from the 31. 4:55 to play in the ball game, and they're very satisfied with milking every second out of this. Leonard is going to be the slot receiver near side. Number 20, Caleb Moore, will be the wide receiver. Timeout called by the Mustangs. So wholesale substitutions. Maybe a starter or 2 along the offensive line. Kirkland still in the backfield just for some consistency, I believe. Leonard, one of the starting receivers, still out on the field.
He's still out on the field, but he's moved to a different position. Where he played the outside receiver, he's moved to the slot. That slot they use a lot, that bring in motion and run the stretch play. So he's in the tuttle role right now.
Henderson is your quarterback. Kirkland the running back. Leonard in the slot. Moore the wide out. Leonard comes in motion. They'll hand it off to him. He's got room left side. He's got a lot of room. Cuts it back across the middle. Breaks a tackle. Crosses the 37 up to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Boeing on the stop for Highland home.
Yeah, that's a good run by Leonard. Well blocked by that offensive line. And he was able to make a cut and get vertical and gain some big yards right there on 1st down.
Mason the H-back. Leonard comes in motion again. Here's a handoff to Garcia. Garcia crosses the 38, the 39. They're going to spot him just shy of the 40-yard line. He'll gain a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, the squadron's defense is they're gassed, but you got fresh legs over on the Mustang side of the ball. I mean, they just brought in looks like their fourth running back of the night.
Henderson puts the ball on the ground. He'll fall on it. It'll be a loss on the play of about 2 yards. It'll bring up 4th down and 4.
4th down for the Mustangs.
Believe the punt team will come on now for Isabella. 3:05 and counting. Jose Alonso, the punter, is on. Flowers back deep. I believe the plan probably will be to keep it away from Flowers.
Yes, I would say so.
Here's the snap. Good snap. Kicked away from Flowers. That's an excellent punt. Nice hang time. Flowers goes back to get it. The defense comes back, and there's going to be plenty of defenders down there, and he will be knocked down after a very short gain. Isabella's number 14, Tristan Sledge, on the tackle. 2 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the ball game, and it is squadron football. Their flag's down.
Yeah, I think they're going to get the squadron for a block in the back.
Block in the back on the squadron.
Back them up 10 more yards. A good punt just turned into a great punt after the penalty.
That's right.
Squadron first down, 10 yards to go. 2 minutes and 34 seconds to play. 2 receivers set to both sides. Flowers is your quarterback. Flowers will keep it. He's got room across the middle. Breaks a tackle. A little more room down the right side. Ball is on the ground, but the whistle had blown. We've got Flowers slow to get up, as well as number 19, DeCamarion Falk. First down for the squadron. You just got to work to find better ways to get the ball in the hands of Flowers. He is electric.
Yeah, he is. And right there, they just ran Q power, and he took care of the rest.
Ball's on the ground. Believe the Mustangs have come away with it. Yes, they have. The Isabella Mustangs come away with the football. I want to say it was number 75, Braden Sledge, getting the fumble recovery. And were the Flying Squadron a Butterball turkey, that little timer would have just popped out. They're done. Wholesale substitutions now for the Mustangs. Phil Stott is still in the ball game. They're going to use him as a blocker. 2:03 to play in the ball game. Henderson, your quarterback. He's going to keep it around right side, looking for a block. He gets one from Leonard. And after a nice gain of about 6 yards, it'll be 2nd down and 4.
Got a flag.
Yep, flag on the play. Just saw that one.
No flag.
Waving it off.
2nd down for the Mustangs at the Highland home 30-yard line.
Gave him 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. Here's Leonard again. Good room. Nice block on the left side. He's got room down the left side. He'll have the first down. He needed 6. He got 9. First down, 10 yards to go for the Mustangs. 1:35 to play. They stop the clock long enough to move the sticks.
If you're Isabella, you can definitely go victory formation here, but with these young guys in, I mean, you can't get mad if you're the squadron by. I mean, you got an 8th grader in the game at running back right now. So if he tries to score.
Here's the handoff, and he may score. Big hole up the middle. That was number 12, David Smitherman, the 8th grader for the Mustangs, getting a high school action. Now under a minute to play. We may see one more, and that'll do it. And they're taking their time. Henderson walking back after getting the signal from Tate Leonard, walking back to the huddle, giving the instructions.
Yep. Victory formation.
Victory formation. Here's the snap. And there's the knee. And that's the ball game, Van.
Yep. Favorite play in football.
Absolutely. A fantastic homecoming night. The court was crowned and the Mustangs down the squadron, and not with a lot of drama. Here's your number 1 restoration scoreboard. Billingsley 40-0 over Elwood Christian final score. Notice Solga 19-0 at this point over Verbena. Chelsea 30, Chilton County High School 0. Thorsby 30, Thomasville 21. So those are your latest scores. We'll try to give you another scoreboard update before we get out of here for the night. The final second ticks off the clock. Both teams already going through the friendly greeting line. Cheerleaders and players alike going through. Wesley Holzenbach making his way onto the field. He'll have a talk with head coach Tate Leonard post-game in just a moment, and I guess you pick Levi Wilkins at this point to speak with. That young man, 4 touchdown passes tonight.
Yeah, he did a wonderful job of running the offense. Didn't have to utilize his leg as much as they have in the past few weeks, but knowing coming in that they play a lot of cover 0 and knew the middle of the field was going to be open, they needed him to be able to execute on some of those post routes, and he was able to, and it set up a big night for him.
Isabella principal Ricky Porter making his way out on the field. Brian Ellison, the vice principal, out there. Everybody selling the big homecoming win. And now, a good way to end the night. Prayer of thanksgiving on the field. The Mustangs come away with no injuries, and they come away with playing sophomore, freshman, and 8th graders starting about midway of that 3rd quarter. They had this one well in hand. The squadron will lick their wounds and head back to Highland home. About 40 miles south of Montgomery, between Montgomery and Luverne. We're getting ready to go to Wesley Holzenbach. They're still trying to corral a player to speak with. And it will be Colton Leonard. They had a great night on defense. Let's go to Wesley Holzenbach with the Larry Puckett Chevrolet postgame report with head coach Tate Leonard and linebacker offensive lineman Colton Leonard.
Coach, 35-6 our final score, a very physical game. How were you guys able to just dominate this game from the beginning?
Well, I'm very impressed with our team. That's a really good team, very big offense, defense line, a lot of skill. We really brought it to them, and that was the difference in the game, but just high execution. I was worried about on homecoming and, being too big on these last 3 wins, and I asked them to dial in. They did, and I'm very impressed with them. We got to do it again next week.
This is 4 wins in a row. Tell me what's been the key to these last 4 games, Coach.
Well, just believing and being consistent. Like I keep saying, we've been a good team all year long. It just takes time. I had a lot of new faces, move people around. what I love about this team, I know I keep saying it, is there's not one dude. Okay, we had to pick somebody for an interview. It ain't one dude. It's a bunch of dudes making plays. We don't have no 4 or 5 stars. We got a bunch of guys that get after somebody's tail, and I like to coach them every single day.
Thank you so much for talking to me, Coach. Enjoy this win.
Thank you.
That's head coach Tate Leonard. Let's go now
guys.
back to Wesley Holzenbach.
Just talk to me about this performance. Big win at home, physical game. I'm watching from the sidelines, gang tackling, very physical game. You guys were able to control it from the beginning. Just tell me how you guys were able to do that.
Like he said, they had a massive offensive and defensive line. We just had to tire them out. Our D-line they had good hands, put their hands on, make them tired. And our offensive line just dominated. And our running backs hit on the ball and ran the ball like they should need to be.
Like I was just telling Coach, this is 4 wins in a row. Tell me, what's been the key factor for you guys in the last month of football?
After the TA game, we just had awesome practices. Like, we've not had one bad practice. Everybody's getting after it. It ain't just the starters. It's the people on scout team out near practice are getting after it, and it's making us better.
Thank you so much, sir. Enjoy the win.
You're welcome.
That's Wesley Holzenbach with Colton Leonard, linebacker and offensive lineman for the Isabella Mustangs. When we come back, Wesley will join us on the party platform, and we'll give you a rundown of how scoring took place and wrap this one up. You're listening to the high school football game post-game show live on Piper Peach Radio.
Central Access is more than an internet provider with the fastest uninterrupted speeds. We're your friends and neighbors working hard to provide you with reliable, responsive service. Central Access is customer and community driven, only using fiber optic cables, the fastest widely available internet technology. Whether you live in town or down a dirt road, with lightning fast fiber internet from Central Access, your family can binge the latest series, battle fellow gamers online, or make video calls without slowing down your service. Get the Central Access difference. Visit us online today.
Wow.
Hello, I'm Lynn Mosley with the Academy team at Guild Mortgage. When you decide to purchase a new home or refinance your existing mortgage, I'm here locally in Clanton to help you get the perfect home mortgage. You can reach me at 205-369-5634 or come by my office at 112 6th Street South in Clayton. I'm right beside the fire station in Clayton. I'm a proud sponsor of the High School Game of the Week. I'm Lynn Mosley, and I make mortgages, not excuses. Lynn Mosley, NMLS 7369, Guild Mortgage, NMLS 3274.
No, it was really good, buddy. You did.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us. Maplesville Pharmacy, where personalized care meets convenience. Our dedicated team is here to assist you with expert guidance on prescriptions, over-the-counter medications, and more. Experience the difference today at Maplesville Pharmacy, your trusted partner in health.
The Medicare annual enrollment period is almost here, and just like football season, the right play can make all the difference. At Bama Benefits, we're your independent licensed insurance team, working with multiple carriers to help you score the right coverage at no cost to you. Open enrollment runs October 15th through December 7th. Don't sit on the sidelines. Call Kim Robinson at Bama Benefits today at 205-417-4197. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 8 organizations which offer 16 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program SHIP to get information on all your options.
What were you saying?
Welcome back, and it's odd. Every time we talk to Van, he's trying to teach somebody mathematics. This time it was Wesley. Good job, Wesley. Good job. Send the boy to college.
Almost done.
Okay. He's almost done. Just coming around to the whole mathematics thing, though. That's okay. You can't be smart and pretty. Poor Wesley. Anyway, this is how scoring's gone in this one, guys. In the first quarter, 4 minutes to go. Isabella's Eli Wilkins finds Jordan Hines 67 yards on a beautiful post pattern deep. The extra point was good by Rincon. It was 7-0. In the second quarter, 11:56 to play, Highland home gets on the board as Phillips takes it in from 5 yards out. The extra point, 2-point conversion was no good. It was 7-6. 8:56 to play in the first half. Isabella gets on the board as Eli Wilkins finds Hines again for a 10-yard touchdown. The extra point was good by Rincon. It was 14-6. With 1:03 to go in the half, Isabella Wilkins finds Caden Tuttle this time for 33 yards on the post pattern. The extra point was good by Rincon, and it was 21-6. In the third quarter, 8:33 to play, Isabella's number one, Caden Tuttle, goes around left side for a 15-yard, actually right side, 15-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good, 28-6. And rounding out scoring with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the third, Wilkins, for his fourth touchdown pass of the night, finds Philstad in the back of the end zone by himself. The Rincon extra point was good, and it's 35-6. That was the final score. Wesley, we'll go to you first. You're on the sideline. What was the tone? What was the feeling, the emotion of the evening on the sideline?
I think it had a lot to do with momentum. They were really positive. I mean, everyone was really into the game, really focused, just like last week. I mean, these guys are seeing results play out on the field, and I think that means a lot to a bunch of 15 and 16-year-olds. You know, momentum has a lot to do with sports, and especially football. When you build on momentum, you believe in yourself and you believe in the guys around you. So seeing lots of belief on that sideline tonight.
And to start 0-3, but now you've ripped off 4 in a row, and you've played better and better and better in every one of them. Momentum really is not just in the game, but momentum is going in the season now. So not only are they more than likely going to be in the playoffs, if they keep winning, they got a long way to go. If they keep winning, then you would imagine that they could host a first-round playoff game. The Isabella Mustangs have put it together, and they are a very good football team right now.
Well, like Coach Tate just said a minute ago, they played a good football team tonight. And they were really ahead the entire game, and they were the more physical team, and that really propelled them, I think, to a victory, just for starters.
Before we get to Van Clements and his thoughts on the game, Piper Peach Radio has 4 tickets away to give away to the Montgomery State Fair that happens annually down at the Garrett Coliseum. All you've got to do is comment on the post about this game after the game goes off the air to qualify, and then you will be selected at random for those 4 tickets, courtesy of Montgomery Coca-Cola. I'll tell you what, Mike Baker can get you tickets to about anything. Huh? Well, there's this big... Well, never mind, Mike. You just keep on doing what you do, and we appreciate you very much. And Coke and Body Armor especially. We know Body Armor and the Flash IV product that they've got. They sponsor our high school football player of the week that's announced weekly on our coaches show. We've already got some ideas about who that's going to be. So make sure you comment on that post regarding this game for your chance to win 4 tickets to, is it the South Alabama, or is it it's the Alabama National Fair, I believe is what it's called, there in Montgomery. And just a great program every year. It's one of those fairs that still have this huge agricultural exhibit, the animals, all of that stuff too. So it's a lot of fun to go down there. Had considered taking my family down there at some point one of these nights if we can find a night that we're able to do it. Well, Van, moving back to you now, you had an opportunity to, as I did, to watch this one. Did you ever feel like, and I just had a feeling, this really was never in doubt. There was a different way that Isabella came out, and to see the way they were playing on the offensive line and defensive line early, they set the tone early in this one.
Yeah, they did, and we talked about it in the pregame show that we thought that's what was going to be the key to the game, and that's what's been the key to the game that we know for the past 2 weeks that we watched them, is their offensive and defensive line really get after it, and they really set the tone, and they did tonight. Come out, they stalled, they come out and score on their first drive, then they answer, and then they come back, and then they put up 28 unanswered points. Played really solid defense, forced 3 turnovers. Really solid in the kicking game again tonight. 100% on extra points. 2 big punt returns that set up touchdowns as well. So just an overall, I think great football game, won in all 3 aspects of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. So tip my hat to Coach Leonard and his staff. They continue to get better week in and week out, and they've really set themselves up to host in the first round.
Kind of feel like Coach Leonard would like to go back and punch the reboot button to start over with the team the way it's playing now in those first 2 or 3 ball games. I think definitely that the Thorsby game may have been more in question. That Maplesville team is pretty tough. It might have been closer, but they're still tough. But I feel like that Sulligent game would have definitely gone in the favor of the Mustangs. They could very well be sitting here with just 1 loss as compared to the 3. Again, this is a really good football team, and it's been a lot of fun to watch them come together. And I think the fans are excited too. It's just a great environment. They're pulling hard for their team, but the team is matching the enthusiasm, which is really cool, because there is a lot of it's palpable excitement that you see on the sideline. And again, momentum. Wesley was a great comment there, that the momentum starts not just game by game, but it starts during portions of the game. And you can just see it goes from the play on the field to the play calling. Everything just starts rolling and working. So that's what I've seen tonight as well. Well, men, before we let you get out of here, Wesley, any final comments from you before we let you go?
Shout out to my supporters who showed up to support me in person tonight.
It was good to see the family here, by the way. Even your sister came out. That was especially nice for you. I can tell you how much you love them. Anyway, what about you, Van?
Just shout out to my girls back home. Appreciate them letting me come out and have some fun with y'all tonight. Big shout out to my boy Isaac Walker, who tunes in weekly. Don't get to see him every day like I used to, but still enjoy seeing him when I do get a chance, and I appreciate him tuning in tonight. Other than that, look for some good football tomorrow, and some relaxation, spend some time with the family, and rejuvenate on Sunday and get back at it next week on Monday.
Sounds good to me. The final number 1 restoration scoreboard of the night. All games are final now. Billingsley wins 40-0 over Elwood Christian. Verbena drops the decision 19-0 to Notasulga. Chelsea defeats Chilton County High School. Final score there, I believe, is 30-0. Final score here was 35-6. Isabella over Highland home. Final score in Thorsby, this is a big one. The Rebels remain undefeated. They're 6-0 now with a 36-21 win over Thomasville on the road. It's a ridiculously hard place to play, and the Rebels go into Thomasville and come away with a 36-21 lead. And after losing what seemed to be so much, this is another team that they thought was going to be good, but every week they're just getting a little bit better. So the Thorsby Rebels are rolling. Jemison and Maplesville both off tonight, both in need of some relaxation, rest, and recuperation. They've got it this week. Both will be back at it next week. Well, folks, that's going to wrap us up. We appreciate you joining us here on Piper Peach Radio's Game of the Week. Final score in Isabella, 35-6. The Mustangs come away with a win. For the Jemison Flash, Wesley Holsamack, and my color commentary person extraordinaire, Van Clements, and 2 good friends, I'm Jason Green. My time is up. We thank you for yours. Good night. God bless you, and God bless America.